Hi, I'm Noah Gradofsky of Law Offices of Jan Meyer, and this is a brief introduction to PIP recovery in New Jersey. Law Offices of Jan Meyer is a practice concentrating on subrogation and other claims recovery in New York and New Jersey. We cover all lines of insurance. Our website includes informative guides to PIP recovery in New York and New Jersey, plus other selected laws relevant to subrogation practice, guides to liquor liability in New York and New Jersey, and newsletters covering recent cases of interest to the subrogation industry. We offer seminars to our clients on topics including best subrogation practices, more in-depth discussions of PIP recovery, liquor liability, subrogation issues related to ride shares such as Uber and Lyft, subrogation strategies when the tortfeasor's insurer denies coverage, and the special rules for claims against government entities. We'd love for you to become a client. Please reach out to us at 201-862-9500 or njpip@janmeyerlaw.com. Please visit our website at www.janmeyerlaw.com/njpip for our guide to PIP recovery in New Jersey, which includes statute texts and key cases explaining New Jersey PIP recovery. You'll also find there a link to our quick guide to New Jersey PIP recovery, a 2-page document designed to be printed on a single sheet of paper and to serve as a handy desk reference. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to email us at njpip@janmeyerlaw.com. PIP is recoverable from an at-fault party in New Jersey if the at-fault party is not a motor vehicle statutorily required to maintain New Jersey PIP coverage, or if the at-fault party failed to maintain that PIP coverage. Below you'll see some examples of at-fault parties who are liable for PIP recovery in New Jersey. They include uninsured motor vehicles, non-motor vehicle tortfeasors, such as a bar that sold alcohol, or a barn that let a horse get into the road. We've had a few of those cases in our office, as well as all types of vehicles that are not required to carry PIP in New Jersey. A few notes on recovery of PIP from at-fault parties in New Jersey. Recovery from an insured tortfeasor, even if not a motor vehicle, is by intercompany arbitration or agreement after the bodily injury suit resolves. Recovery from an uninsured tortfeasor is by suit. The statute of limitations is 2 years from the date of the receipt of the PIP application. Recovery from insured tortfeasors is limited to policy limits, including secondary and umbrella policies. Recovery from insured tortfeasors includes costs of processing benefits claims and enforcing rights under the PIP reimbursement statute. Sometimes, one insurer pays PIP, but there are other insurers that were equally obligated to pay that PIP. In that case, carriers are permitted to recover an equitable pro rata share of their PIP by way of intercompany arbitration or agreement. The rule in New Jersey is that the PIP follows the person, and so each person goes to the PIP carrier that is most closely related to that injured party. There are 3 levels of closeness. The closest policy is a policy on which the injured party is a named insured, possibly including a named insured spouse. The next level is a policy on which a person is a resident relative. Finally, if one is not a named insured or a resident relative, then one receives PIP from the vehicle one was in at the time of the accident. Typical situations for concurrent coverage are where spouses are insured under separate policies so that they're both technically named insured on both policies, or resident relatives who are resident relatives on multiple policies but are not named insured on any policy. One important exception to the rule that the PIP follows the person is that those vehicles that are not required to carry PIP in New Jersey, ironically, have to have PIP coverage to cover pedestrians that they strike. All recovery for pro rata claims are without a statute of limitations. However, it is important to try to resolve these issues as expeditiously as possible. Sometimes, a PIP carrier may have paid PIP, while some other carrier should have actually paid the benefits. PIP carriers can recover from other insurers that should have paid the claim. For instance, a workers' compensation carrier is primary over PIP. In addition, a named insured on a PIP policy can choose a policy which specifies that the New Jersey health insurance will be primary for auto accident medical coverage. We hope that you've enjoyed this introduction to PIP recovery in New Jersey, and that you will give law offices of Jan Meyer the opportunity to show you the advantages of working with us on your subrogation needs. Please reach out to us at 201-862-9500 or njpip@janmeyerlaw.com to introduce yourself and to ask any questions that you may have.